Okay, so welcome to the another episode of ad reviews. Initially, I was reviewing it with my team, but then we realized that in order to get time from everyone, that was not happening because of the client expectations and all. Therefore, I decided to do it as a lone ranger, not because I despise them. I love them. They have their own unique perspective, but currently they are preoccupied with a lot of stuff and it was getting delayed, and I wanted to deliver that much amount of, like, some amount or a good amount of value. So that's why I decided to go alone, and give you a good ad creative review. And this will be our third review, and in this video we'll be talking about fitness as an industry. So we, in front of us, have 18 posts that we'll be covering. So let's go through them one by one and see what each of them has to offer. There's a value proposition, basically. Get 12 more in 2024. So kind of a FOMO, but at the same time, and also look at the way they are written, right? 12 more. So it's focusing on the numbers, and the color theme is also pretty good. I also sometimes try to figure out if I can somehow highlight this thing in a proper, highlight a few words in a proper fashion. So that's done brilliantly over here. There's one more thing which you have to understand over here. He is using the exact target audience which he has, or which he's targeting. He is not showing those people consciously who already have audience. He shows people who are his ideal target audience. Therefore, you have to understand this. One-to-one fitness, it's personal, seems pretty good to me. Also, I'd like to see how it looks like on Minia. Minia is our official affiliate partner. So let me see if it is available on Minia or not. If it is, no, it's not available on Minia. So yeah, I can't read the caption. So I'll on a thumbnail score, I'll give it really, like, the hook was pretty good. The ad is of just 30 seconds, so it will be able to retain people. The best part about this ad was that it was targeting, or the actors which were, or the people inside the video were exactly the ones fitness coach would want as his target audience. Therefore, you have to understand that, and this is how you can use it for your business. So instead of focusing on unrealistic audience, focus on audience that will work for you, right? Okay, that's all in this one. And also, yeah, landing page, I would like to see the landing page. See, over here as well, they are showcasing the people. Move better, zero risk, high reward. Yeah. And also, in order to woo away people or junk leads, he has added a lot of steps inside the form so that people who are only serious are able to fill it, and it weeds out people who are not serious. I always keep that in mind. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Oh, this is pretty good ad. Okay, I have trained a number of proteins. Okay, so sorry. I have tried a number of protein supplements, and I can truthfully say that so far this is one of tastes the best. So whenever you are writing a customer testimonial, you should be addressing one of the FAQs which people have, and they have done a really good job at that, because it's like, taste the best. It is a great appetite suppressant and helped me get back on track losing weight. Although this doesn't address any FAQ, but definitely it addresses a benefit. So that's how they have used it. I wasn't checking the scale frequently, but when my pants started slipping down my hips, I knew it was working. That's how people that's how actually weight loss works, because yeah, this base. So it also appeals to people who are professional, because only the people who are into fitness for at least 6 to 7 months would know this fact, which is pants start started slipping down my hips, right? That's that. Then product placement is good. The ugly score, I'll say, is good over here because it definitely looks like something else. By something else, I mean it's different from the traditional images that you will be seeing inside your Instagram feed, and this is different. And because it is different, it works. Hope that makes sense. So I would suggest you to copy this as it is, and then there's social proof as well, right? Like there are so many good things about this ad. This ad definitely will have a good CTR because it answers the question, so builds trust. CPM will also be good because it's kind of not a traditional Instagram image which people are generally accustomed to. One. Second thing, this can be improved a bit more if they had put some person or some real person who is there or face over here. It would have worked even better, but I think they wanted to place the product in a clean fashion in the background. But if I was the one who would be designing it, I would take the screenshot of a person using this product so that it captures attention and automatically instills trust. Picture says 1,000 words and people tend to find more than what is there, and that will happen over here. So that's why I think it should work.
I'm one of those people who does extensive research before buying anything. So when I saw 5,000 stellar reviews on the Fit app, I was intrigued enough to buy. And now, post-purchase, no regrets. With new content pouring in every week and guidance from top athletes, my training has never been better, and now I am fit and healthy and built like a professional athlete. Literally, when I go out into the world every day, someone will stop me and ask me about my fitness routine. But if you're still skeptical, that's okay. Just check out the community and all the raving reviews. They really do speak for themselves. I'm one of those people who does extensive research before buying anything. So when I saw 5,000 stellar reviews on the Fit app, I was intrigued enough to buy.
It's basically a green screen kind of an ad, and they are working currently really good right now. This was recorded back in 2024, I'm assuming, and I think we have been using these for a lot of our fitness clients, and these are working for them. They give you really good CPM and CTR because the kind of template which is there attracts attention, so it decreases your CPM, and the CTR because it is talking about the social proof and it says why he's doing it. And also there is one more thing which I think they have used an AI avatar from Arcade. I'm not sure. I haven't seen this particular avatar in the Arcade, but inside Arcade this is very popular. So if you wanna go ahead and use this for one of your clients, I would recommend you 100% go ahead and do it. Use it for AI avatar, and then you can replicate it 1,000 times because there are a lot of AI avatars, and see which one is working, because creative is the game right now. So doubling down on creatives would be a good idea for you, and then changing the scripts and seeing which particular script is giving you good results. So that's another thing. Let's see the video.
And now, post-purchase, no regrets. With new content pouring in every week and guidance from top athletes, my training has never been better, and now I am fit and healthy and built like a professional athlete. Literally, when I go out into the world every day, someone will stop me and ask me about my fitness routine. But if you're still skeptical, that's okay. Just check out the community and all the raving reviews. They really do speak for themselves. I'm one of those people who does extensive research.
It as soon as it starts really good. I guess it's a pretty good ad. I'll say you can definitely copy it. The start is good. The way this person is here, because it exactly establishes what this ad is for, and the duration is also pretty good, which is 36 seconds. And inside that 36 second, through visuals and the script, the ad is able to convey what it is supposed to convey. Because as soon as it starts, there's a person who's doing a handstand. What else do you want? And handstand is not directly related or correlated to fitness, but one step ahead fitness, which is more of an athletic figure. Therefore, it is talking directly to the audience. It's not talking to the audience who is an older demographics, but demographics which is comparatively younger and would want to be in shape and be a bit more athletic. So it establishes itself way early and does a really good job. Then, showing those visuals again, and yeah, this is pretty good, I'll say. So you can use it for your business as well. It also has an ugly feeling to it because obviously, because of the green screen obviously always gives you really good ugly score, I would say. And the click score is pretty good because there is a FOMO, not exactly a FOMO but a social proof. So social proof also increases your click through rate. We have seen that even when we are using that inside our caption, it does wonders. Having said that, let's go to another one. So this is our fourth ad. Okay, cool. Okay, this kind of format in the first 3 seconds is working really good. And when I say format, what do I mean by it? Putting this kind of an overlay in the first 3 seconds is working really good. Reason? Because it looks native. Think about it. This is the not exact, I think 90% similar to what your Instagram stories or reels give you. The fonts that Instagram stories and reels natively give you. So this is working really good. Now in the first second itself, and it's then zooming in. Abrupt zoom in is there, which is pretty good. So we follow a 2 second, and also they are only of 17 seconds, so that's even better. And also one more thing, over here we then they started talking about recent. Think about it, just a second. So we follow a guideline of 2 second rule. After every 2 seconds, there should be a movement inside a video. If there is no movement like jump cut, B-roll, or any display graphic or anything that is coming inside or transition, we would push it back to the video editor and ask them to put anything which they think would be beneficial for us over there. And the reason is simple, because of attention span. So look at this. Now the beat is pretty good over here. Just look at the beat, okay? Because you have to understand that background music is equally important to what you are showing in front, okay? Now, a good source of electrolyte and help fuel my body after runs. So although it's not addressing any particular FAQ as such, but definitely it gives you benefit as well as a feature. So it's a good source of electrolyte is a feature, and helps me fuel my body after runs is basically a benefit, because it is appealing to the benefit side of it. So I hope you understand what's the difference between a feature and a benefit, and you can see the difference clearly visible over here. Also, this is one of the best way to make an ad ugly. So just record it and then edit it inside Instagram Reels. Okay, like I hope that makes sense. Or the new edit apps that Instagram has launched. So if you do it inside it, there are much higher chances. Not because Instagram favors you to edit it in that. Maybe in background they do, but when you do so, your ads look much more amateur and non-professional than in comparison to the other ads which look more professional. And people are currently, to be very honest, immune of it, and they don't want to look at ads that look like ad, because they think everyone is selling to them, and the trust factor immediately deteriorates, and it just doesn't make sense. See, then there is another review which is pretty good. I like this ratio of VCAs which are important for muscle building and repair. So I would have chosen some other testimonial, to be very honest, because it doesn't do justice or it doesn't appeal to my emotional side. But I think still it's not that bad. It reminds me of a drive-through blue raspberry drink, but without. So this is a pretty good one. it immediately tells a person about the experience, as well as it also tells you the benefit or the thing that you are so hell-bent over, which is a lot of times people are hell-bent over the fact that they don't want sugar inside their drink. This ad is so good. I just love this ad because it focuses on so many things, and it's so easy to make. To be very honest, there is only background music and the beats are adjusted brilliantly, and it's basically, it would have cost them like literally $0 in order to create this, which is pretty good. And this can be done for anyone, for service business, for all the kind of businesses, for e-commerce, travel, anything. Just go through your testimonial section and figure out what, or just scrape the data, feed it to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT what do people like, and you will get all these like really good. Drink more water, right? I guess it's so good. Now let's look at the caption. The caption is also pretty good, which is extent makes it easy to get PCAs, crucial. The caption could have been much better, to be very honest. It could have been much better. It just doesn't appeal to my emotional side or even the logical side, and it's very bulky. I wouldn't want to read this as well. Could have been much better. Okay. Well, now let's go to another one. By the way, I missed the landing pages of a few. So let's go through this landing page. I think the landing page will also be really good. Oh God. Okay. So many pop-ups. Okay. 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 Let me first of all, I think exit intent pop-up would have been much better over here. Okay. And when I close one pop-up, it automatically closed the other one as well. Fine. I don't know why they have done it the way they have done it. Okay. Incredible taste, repair and recover. So yeah, congruency is definitely there. Original BCA could have been much better, the congruency part, but the landing page in itself is so good. One time purchase, right? Then subscribe. So you save that much amount of money, and then flavors are there, so many. Accept all cookies, I'll just reject it. Then there are testimonials, decreased quality. Also, that this shows that they okay, a year ago. The recent ones are not good, so I think they need to be a bit more active. So there are 400 reviews over here, and how many stars? So 4.0 and value of product 5. So it's 4.7 star. I think they need to do a better job at taking this feedback. And also, I don't know if these guys have replied. There should have been a reply option where they must have addressed it. People love transparency, but obviously if the brand is taking the reviews into account, if they are just talking to a wall, then definitely it's not a good idea. So yeah, that's my take on it. Then going to the next one. Okay, so this is the one over here. If you'll see, so where would you place yourself as entrepreneur? Okay. So this is a coach who looks like teaching other coaches on how to coach properly. So there are a lot of fitness entrepreneurs who are telling or who are teaching their fellow fitness owners how to do it. And this is basically the strength test which they have. So if I click over here, there's a quiz. I don't know if the quiz exists or not. Yeah, the quiz exists. For a moment, I thought Sylvester Stallone is there. Resemblance is uncanny. Okay. Enter your details and take 4 minute strength test. I think this is a good ad. Fitness business strength test. And this is a good funnel as well. Because let's say people, and also let me tell you one thing. People or he intentionally would be giving a score which will be less than average or maybe just average so that people feel motivated to join him and then change the course of their career. So that's pretty good. The caption, I feel on a scale of 1 to 100 is pretty good because it's talking to people. And what if you could, I could tell you exactly, because it's a conversational tone and it's not bulky. It feels like I can read it. The sentence structure is small and it is readable. It's not challenging me with hard words. It's there and the words are also pretty easy to consume. Where you are, what you're going, where you're going, what you need. So it's a pretty good one, I think. And then 46 likes. I think he ran it and then he didn't get that many results, so he has paused it now for now. So yeah, that is that. And this is how their page looks like. So there is a VSL, not a VSL, there's a video where he explains about the business strength and then you have to fill it up and that's all, I think. Cool. Then moving on to the next one. Oh God. This. Okay, so there's a arrow over here. So whenever there is an arrow in an ad, I get very cautious because Facebook most of the time disapproves ads where there's an arrow click, like cursor inside an ad. But I'm assuming over here they have tactically placed it so that it doesn't get banned because it's half, like just a quarter outside the frame, and it has a lot of social proof. So I'm assuming they have run it for like quite some time. So it was launched in 2022, and I'm assuming they have the longevity of this ad is pretty high. So what this ad is doing is this is capturing the attention. So I think you would automatically know what this particular ad is even without reading what this caption has to say. I already know what this ad, literally a lot of muscles, and yeah, and everything is over here, right? So what's written over here? What's that? Just a second. 6 week. Okay, so there's a challenge as well. Okay, cool. Yeah. So this is basically the biggest sale coming year end. Not as easy as I thought it was going to be. They had to start from level 1 only. Found this earlier. Okay. We'll be recommending 6 models, 10 level of intensity. Okay. So this is the product which they are selling. Definitely. But I got confused because it's written 6 week challenge. So many of the coaches have this kind of a challenge. So that's why I got confused over here. And then it's giving 82% off. And yeah, so let's see how does the landing page look like. Yeah, it's a muscle stimulator kit. Also understand this thing. This is their target audience. That's why they are not targeting people who have just gotten into the business of making apps. They are targeting well-seasoned bodybuilding professionals who have been working here for quite some time or who are in this industry for quite some time. And look at this. So there are a lot of reviews over here. So if I click over here, okay, I'll be taken over here. And look at the people who are using it. They're also not the normal ones. So they are aware of whom their audience is. Although this guy looks like a normal one, right? But show more reviews. If I click over here, then there are more reviews, right? Oh, this landing page is pretty good. I just love this landing page. This is so good of a landing. If you want to copy like the e-commerce people, sticky footer is pretty good. All the benefits, everything is mentioned over here. I just want to go. Yeah, this is pretty good. What to expect? Week 1, week 3, week 5, week 8. Everything is given over here. Although it was given 6 week, but it's 8 week over here. So there's a bit of an incongruency, but I would let it go because this, oh my God, this This landing page is so good. Like if you are a person, Shaquille Cristiano, okay, God, secret of the pros. I'm not sure whether their secret is this or not, but oh God, this landing page is so good, filled with so much social proof, filled with we do it better. Than us versus them. Classic technique, and they can create ads on us versus them as well. I am assuming this is one of the best winners. This is definitely a winner. I'm gonna copy this for one of my fitness coaches. This is so good. Anyway, moving on to our next ad.
Feeling rusty after a lazy winter? It's time to get back on track with the 28-day calisthenics challenge from Better Me, especially for the upcoming summer. No gym? No problem. Just 15 minutes a day, and you're on your way to a stronger, fitter you. It's packed with body weight exercises designed to help you build strength and lean muscle right in the comfort of your own home. I'm currently in my 3rd week of this program, and I'm already loving the results. I highly recommend giving it a shot. Tap the screen now to try it out. Feeling rusty after a lazy winter? It's time to get back on track with the 28-day calisthenics challenge from Better Me.
So it's a time bound. So if you're feeling rusty after winter,
with the 28-day calisthenics challenge from Better Me, especially for the upcoming summer. No gym? No problem. Just 15 minutes a day, and you're on your way to a stronger,
I
fitter
think
you.
it could have
It's
been
packed with
better
body weight
if the
exercise.
person who is doing it is not the person whom my ideal audience want to be, but a person who is not fit. They are doing everything right, everything is native, it looks ugly, everything is good. The only reason it might not have worked, or it could have been better, because it definitely worked if they are getting these many amount of likes over here. The only thing they could have done better is using a lazy person over here, okay, who doesn't like that, and then either showed the transformation, and if transformation is not possible, just let him do all the things which this guy is doing.
Exercises designed to help you build strength and lean muscle right in the comfort of your own home. I'm currently in my 3rd week of this program.
That's the only thing. And also, even if you don't do it, it's fine. But doing what I am suggesting you would have given very high chances of you, getting a really good CPM. Then let's look at this. Okay, God. The caption explains the process, which is complementing the video. So it's a really good technique, because when we do YouTube, it was always suggested that your thumbnail and your title should be complementing each other. You shouldn't be like, whatever you have written on the thumbnail, you have exactly written that inside the headline also. So you are getting enough space, like you are getting so much space to get your message across to people. Therefore, never waste the digital space. Instead, utilize that in a way that you are able to convey as much possible to the person who is reading it. Therefore, this is to complementing it, and I like it.
I highly recommend giving it a shot.
I don't think
Tap
they
the screen
have
now
said
to try it
anywhere
out.
how this process will work, like the 1-minute quiz, or they have. Yeah, they haven't said it, so that's how it works. Now let's go and check their landing page, Better Me. So there is a quiz. Yeah, as they said that there will be a quiz, and if I go over here, I'm a male. Okay, 30 39, and there's a type form over here, and they will create. So it's an IKEA effect, which is if you do something, I don't know if it's an IKEA effect or foot in the door technique, but what I'm trying to say is, if you do something, if you get involved in a process, then you ultimately try to do all of it. Because think about it, if you are in an exam and you are trying to solve a puzzle or trying to solve the question, there's a very high chance that after 1 minute, and after spending 1 minute, you have realized that it will take you another 2 to 3 minutes in order to solve it. You would spend it because now you're halfway through it or quarter way through it, And this is what happens over here as well. So I get their involvement and then I ask them to do it even more, and they tend to do it. And because they have taken certain action, so they won't want to go back, right? So that's why quiz funnels work. Hope that makes sense. Now moving on to another one. Okay, so 21-day chair yoga at my age. Oh God, this is so good of an ad. This is so freaking good. This is basically what a classic non-native ugly ad looks like. This is so good. And also it's so small, so everyone will have to stretch it and look at it. And target audience is pretty clear, although he has abs, as I can look at. Yeah, he has abs. But, you know, and then this is pretty good. And also he has mentioned all the, age groups as well. So, and let's see this. Take a short quiz. So it's also complementing it, and it works. And it's a very short version of the caption. So go ahead, use this particular template for yourself. Now let's go inside this. Again, the same thing. Most of the fitness coaches in this industry are doing this. Therefore, if you're not doing it already, you need to do this. And then look at all the fat people over here, target audience. I'm not sure like whether they consciously picked up all the avatars which are over here, all the avatars, but they did a good job if you think about it. Anyway, now let's go to another one, which is this one. These pants boost your workout. Okay, this is pretty good ad. Okay, so what I can say over here is definitely this is a good ad. Definitely. Because what they are trying to establish over here is saying all the things which are happening and then demonstrating it. Look at the amount of likes. That itself says that this is a good ad. Yeah, so this is a good ad, I feel. Everything is mentioned over here and I like it. Let's just look at the caption. So you can use, okay, first of all, you can use this particular ad for yourself if you have any accessories or you are selling any e-commerce brand. What they are doing over here is they are mentioning all the benefits and then showing it to them. So once you do so, they work wonders for you. The colors that are used over here, it definitely isn't ugly. They could have made it a bit, not a bit, actually 100 times a lot uglier, only having this particular section and then just showcasing or putting the Instagram fonts or Instagram captions over here, right, which are there in the reel, the overlays that appear in a video. They could have used it, but they haven't. So I think that's the only thing they could have done better over here, and that would have and also we can create a lot of variations of this particular ad so that the longevity of this ad is much better, because nowadays the life cycle of an ad is just 30 to 50 days. So you can iterate it a lot more times by changing the template and everything. And after the update where the AI model is Andromeda for the ASC campaigns, the Advantage Plus campaigns, I feel changing the template a lot of times would be a better idea than just changing the copy. And this is one of those examples where you can do so. So yeah, that is that. Let's see what's there at the end. Yeah, 5 stars. They're doing everything correct. Just that the format could have been much better. Let's look at their. Okay, so they're sending. Where are they sending? They're sending it to. Oh, acha. Okay, Agaji. World's premier resistance brand apparel. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, you don't have to overdo this. They know. So, okay, this could have been an exit intent pop-up. they exactly know the amount of benefits that can be put inside one image. They exactly know that. And then they are sending them to the home page. They could have send them to a product page instead, the product page which is there. Or maybe since they are targeting everyone, so that's why they are sending them there. Anyway, so that's that. That was all for this ad review. I hope you liked it. And if you're watching it on YouTube, I have just uploaded a few snippets of this ad review. If you want access to full ad review, click the link below and sign up for my course, where I weekly try to record these kind of videos and impart wisdom. So if you're interested and want to stay ahead of the curve and see what's working inside the Meta Ads universe, what kind of creatives are working, then definitely go ahead and check out the link to my course in the description below. Bye bye.